So I'm not against making reboots. I'm not against making remakes. I'm not against making any of these things. But I don't know how interested I would be in any of this. So like Joker with Lady Gaga, they might be incredible. Might be the best movie ever, but I'm not initially going to feel amazing about it. Not going to feel like, "Oh, this is so great. Can't wait to see a new thing." Ultimately, this is all movies and fiction anyway. I know it's not that important. It's just for entertainment to give us something to do when we want to relax. Help us escape from some of the day-to-day reality stuff. Totally get it, but I don't know. I don't know if I can get behind the Monopoly game as a movie. Really not
Are
sure.
you talking to yourself?
I was just talking to the crowd. I switched it to just me and talked about what we were just talking about with the Monopoly game and stuff like that. Like, I was like, are we going to make Uno? Are we going to make Don't Wake Daddy? The game. Did you ever hear the game Don't Wake Daddy?
No.
No, it's a board game where there's like a plastic dad in a bed, and you're supposed to be trying to sneak around at night to try to get like snacks or something, and then you can't wake daddy because he wakes up. But if you make a movie Don't Wake Daddy out of this board game, it sounds like an 18 plus situation.
They should make a movie about Operation and make it a horror film.
Well, for sure. I feel like there's a lot
Yeah.
of movies that are basically that already, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, technically. But it should be really like Operation.
They could do it
Really
though.
Operation.
I just said I don't get behind. I was talking to the camera, just saying I don't really get behind a lot of this these days because I think maybe I'm just too old at this point where if you're 13 years old, you've never seen any of these things before. They're making a new thing and it's new for you. The concept might even be new for you. So you've never seen it. So I understand why there's remakes, and then older people can be like, "Oh yeah, that was a thing in the 80s or whatever," And you all get excited. I'm not getting that into it. But at the same time, Operation as a horror movie, kind of awesome.
I would watch that too. I wouldn't watch anything else. Like Uno. What is it? Haunted cards. I'm just making everything like scary. But like what could you do with
Haunted
Uno?
cards. Uno,
Or
I feel
maybe Uno could be like a good movie, like something about like you win and then somehow some kind of fantasy movie, like somehow
okay.
you make it to another land or something, or somehow you win. Oh, have you seen sorry, but have you seen oh, you don't really watch too much anime. There's this anime called Hunter x Hunter.
I didn't see it now. What's it about?
So it's about this kid named Gon. His father, he doesn't know his father, and he's pretty much trying to find his dad. His dad is like a hunter, pretty
Oh,
much. So Gon waits till he's like able to catch a fish or something like that to determine whether or not he's prepared to go hunting because his mom said like you can't go until you can catch this fish. So he catches the fish and he's like, all right, I'm ready to become a hunter. He goes to like become a hunter and everything, and he gets his badge, trip like his hunter badge and everything. And then while he's getting his badge, he finds out that his dad left something called like Treasure Island or something,
hmm.
which is like a board game for like hunters. But like if you can like pretty much go into the game, and but if you die in the game, like you die in real life.
It's Jumanji.
So yeah, technically, yeah, it is like Jumanji. Yeah, very similar to Jumanji. So
Sure.
yeah,
But
why did I
I'm
bring
sure there's
this
some
up?
changes, yeah. No, that sounds kind of cool.
Yeah,
Very interesting.
what? Yeah, but you should definitely watch it. It's crazy. It is a crazy anime. It's like it starts off about that, and Gon is still trying to find his dad, but then like crazy shit happens. Like it's just like it's like you like I
That's
can't even
no,
describe it.
don't
As I
say.
finished it, I'm
Yeah.
not going to tell. I'm not
Okay,
going to
okay.
say, but it's just like as I got to the end, like it's still going on. They're still creating more, but like they're taking a very long break. I don't know if this is the same guy. I think this guy he's still like drawing it up, the anime or something.
The manga,
I
you
could
mean?
read. No, he's like drawing up the anime.
Oh, really? Like, so, like oh, because yeah, they still a lot of times
Or
use hand drawn stuff in
yeah,
Japan. Yeah.
is
Okay.
he drawing the manga? I don't think he's drawing the manga. I think there's
Okay.
more to read in the manga that I could have read by now, but I think
Fair.
he's drawing the anime. I don't know.
Whoa. Okay. Crazy.
But yeah, pretty much it's just when you get to the end, it's nothing like when you first started. It's completely different. You're just like, what did I just watch? Like, how does this even connect? And but it's such a good movie, such a good anime, such a good story,
That is what's
and it's
wicked
like,
about anime, right?
yeah, but it's like it's not even like once you get there, it's like almost like Dragon Ball Z, kind of, not really. Like I can't even compare it to anything else. It's just so different,
I think
and it's like so intense, so good. You should watch it.
anime is generally, I feel like it's a bit like life. You know, they find some starting point and say like, he's a kid, he wants to find his dad. It's like, that's very classic, but it never stays that simple in a lot of these
Yeah.
anime. I find like it's like, okay, well, you took a step and now there's a new element, and you took another step and now here's three new elements, and then you took another step and there's four new elements, and that connects to the other elements, and now it's like you've gone
But
on this journey you didn't expect to go on, right?
this is just crazy. They
I
didn't
like
even
that. It's
like
good storytelling.
need to go on it. They just ended up there, and then they're like, but they're using it as a way to get stronger so that he could still go and fight his dad, because his dad's like one of the strongest like hunters
That's how
or
you do it.
something.
You got to be a
Yeah,
strong
but
hunter.
like, dude, it's insane. And his whole journey is just amazing. But the ending, it's not even over. It's just the ending to like, where he stopped, the artist stopped. And it's just like if you watch it, you're literally just gonna be like, how the fuck do we get here?
Interesting. Oh, you're selling me on it for sure. You're selling me on it. I'm
I
interested.
even I showed it to so many people, and then they're just like, "Yeah, it made no sense." I'm like, "I know, but it was so good. It literally makes no sense how they got to the end there."
Okay.
But you just see, it's just, yeah.
Well, maybe I'd be into it. You never know. You never know.
You should definitely give it a watch.
Okay. Well, something I watched recently. You know, you're a Twitch streamer. I stream on Twitch from time to time myself, which is an Amazon company, right? So I watched something on
Oh
Amazon
yeah,
Prime. I actually just saw. I'll say a friend of mine. I mean, but she was on my show on Twitch. Amazing Twitch streamer called Miss Lala VT. She's a VTuber. She did for the premiere of this show, which was Fallout, the show that Prime just came
oh
out
yeah.
with, Prime Video. She did her entire diner as a Fallout style diner. The dog that she generally has with her, she has a Fallout style dog. She's wearing the Fallout Vault uniform. Incredible.
Nice.
Incredible. So one hell of a, like, you want to talk about 110% effort. Her stream is 110% effort. Incredible, incredible. Can't say enough
That's
good things.
cool.
So I saw her doing that. I was like, oh yeah, there's a Fallout TV show. Watch the TV show. I was expecting, because you know how I am. I'm like, oh great, we're gonna remake something. It's a game and now it's a movie or whatever. I started
Mhm.
watching it. I was like, this is pretty good though. And I enjoyed watching it. I watched the whole first season. It looks like it's going to go for a little while. They probably have a 3-season
Mm.
arc that we're looking at. So yeah,
I'll give
it's
it
a
a
good one.
watch.
Yeah,
Fallout.
if you're
I
into
saw
it,
some things about it.
it's a little
It's about
rugged,
it. If
but
it's
you
about a
watch horror
game, yeah.
movies, so you're into it. Yeah.
Did you watch the show for what is it? I always start the questions before I even have the complete question ready.
Oh, it's okay.
But there's like a game. It has what's his name in it? You know that guy.
That's not
The
helping.
guy. All right, so there's a movie with Nicolas Cage and Pedro
Okay.
Pascal. There it is.
Oh,
Pedro
okay.
Pascal. All of us. All of us.
Last of Us.
Last of Us. There you go.
I did not
Have you
watch
seen
it.
that?
That's a zombie-based game, I believe, right? And
Yeah, yeah,
it's a story-based zombie-based game, I think. Am I crazy?
yeah, yeah.
I've seen some of the gameplay,
Mm.
but I have not actually watched the show. I don't know if I'd be into it or not. What have you watched it?
Yeah, I watched it. It was really good. I
You
really
liked it?
enjoyed it.
Okay.
Yeah, but like my boyfriend at the time didn't like it as much because he wanted it to be exactly like the game, and it
Fair.
wasn't exactly like the game. So
Got it.
that's the
Got it.
reason why he didn't like it.
You do
Like
have
there's
to let that
certain
stuff go,
monsters,
huh?
right? Yeah,
When
I
you
was
go to
like, this
watch
is
stuff.
based off of it. Yeah, that's what I always say. I'm like, it's based off of it. It's not going to be exactly like it.
I think that's why Fallout actually worked out okay though, because I played the game New Vegas, right, which is one of the classic ones. It's one of some arguably the best one, but not necessarily. And I didn't expect it to be the same because they have all these different vaults. The idea is that there was a nuclear war and there was a company that made all of these vaults underground that could fit somewhere between 200 people and 1,000 people, depending on the vault. A lot of them in California, and some of them all across the United States, though. There was something like 130 vaults or 120 something vaults.
Don't give too much away because I do want to watch it.
I'm not telling you anything that isn't a base level thing about Fallout.
Okay, cool.
This is just a well-known premise of Fallout. I'm not telling you any of the storyline. Let's put it that way. It's just like there are vaults, people are in vaults. So because there's all these different vaults, like if we start the show on a vault that we've never heard of in the game, you can now say a different story or go in another direction, and you can't say, well, oh, that wasn't in the game, but it's like, well, it was in the game because there's vaults that all had different stuff happening. So right, so if you start in a new place, so for me, I'm like, okay, they're in this other place, this could be the premise of this particular area, and then they keep a lot of the stuff that's from the game, and the aesthetic is perfect. They do a perfect job of that. So I was like, this is down. I could get into it, but I think you do have to let go of the whole idea that if they're going to remake something, it's very rare it's going to stay as true to the thing you liked as you wanted.
It was the first season for The Last of Us. They probably didn't have the largest budget to make everything exactly the same. Like, because everything was pretty much close to the game. It was just some things that it would just cost way more to make that bigger. Like some of the monsters needed it to be like in the game it's like huge, but they made it like smaller in the film or in the show. Like it's just like small things like that. But everything else, like the story, everything followed. The lines that they said in the game followed. I think only some things, like very small things changed. But yeah. But I'm like I don't know. I feel like budget, and then also like it's a show, so they're going to change certain things.
True. Wow, we definitely what's you can see where our strengths lie. Like the two of us have said this in common, because we tried to talk about current events and we learned zero things about current events, but we did have great conversation about movies.
Yeah.
We're like fake stuff though. I don't know okay. You know what? I could say a current event thing if you want. I'm having fun talking about movies, but
let's see what's going on.
Okay,
what's going on in the world?
This I checked into this because I wanted to see what the reality was here. Did you see this on Nick Jackson's Instagram where he said there may be a planet more inhabitable than Earth that they found?
I didn't see that, but I've heard about that.
Yeah, see, that's essentially more or less a headline.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's more or less a headline because it gets.
Did you get any water?
Yeah. I try to just do a little splash so that my throat is wet, but not.
You could totally drink some water, like.
No, I try to go fast. It
seemed like you didn't get. Okay.
I got enough water. I've had about a liter of water so far. So
okay.
I have a liter and a half more left, so we're okay. Okay, no. This I looked into it. It's a planet that's 1,200 light years away, which is 7 quadrillion miles. So it's like,
oh, that's it.
Yeah,
it's like a day.
It's fast. It's
travel.
Fast.
Yeah.
11 quadrillion kilometers if we're doing metric. So getting there would be probably tough. But here's the thing. It's the scale that they use is just a temperature scale. So based on the energy that it'll get from the sun, how hot will the planet be? And it's like, it would be like -40 most of the time, but they have no idea what the atmosphere is like, what the surface is like, if there's any kind of ecosystem at all. So it gets a higher rating than our planet, because actually there are places on our planet that are like -55 or -60 in like Siberia or something,
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like the it's kind of like, is it really the more habitable than Earth? No, it might
Just because
be
of the temperature.
made of only iron or something, you know, like
Yeah.
it's not going to be more habitable. So that's just sort of like a temperature reading
I
that
hate that.
they use. Yeah, that's
When
clickbait.
people like create, yeah, when people create like studies and it's just like the smallest. They just put like the smallest part of the study to
Yeah,
like hype it up, but it's like if you actually read everything about it, it's like not true.
it's the most like engaging title, hooking title. Like what do you think about
Yeah.
clickbait titles? What's your thoughts?
Um, I don't know. They're I don't really fall for clickbait, really.
I think it's a complex a topic, to be honest, right?
Yeah.
Because
I
if
mean, I
you
feel like it's needed because you like it depends on the situation. If someone's like a YouTuber, they need to make their sales or whatever, we'll click on
I
their like
don't
videos, then I guess that makes sense. But like, I don't know.
I don't like that it's needed. I'll put it that way. But it is needed. Because
Yeah.
if you don't put a clickbait title for some reason, like I was watching, there's a couple of YouTubers called MXR Plays. I don't know if you know them or not, but they
Nah.
just react to media online. That's their thing. They have a react channel. They put out something every single day,
Mm.
right? And they're funny. This couple, it's this guy and his girlfriend, I guess, but longtime girlfriend, and they just like laugh at different stuff or look at different Reddit stories or look at TikTok or all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So it's mainly comedy, but they have some like rough ones that they still make jokes about, but they're like, you know, it's accidents or something bad or people acting crazy. Anyway, this long preamble is just to say that there was an episode that they had where they're reading their comments and they're like, the true fans don't need the clickbait titles, because they always do some over the top title about how somebody's, you know, butt or somebody died or, you know, something crazy. And they were
Yeah.
like, the views would beg to differ, because when they don't use a clickbait title, they get like 250,000 less views than when they use a clickbait title. So I don't like
Yeah.
that you have to do something like that to get people to click on it. Because by this point, do we even believe a clickbait title? Any title?
People do. People do. Everyone
Wow.
wants to see like Rihanna's boobs. Oh my gosh, I keep mentioning boobs.
Yeah, you're
Rihanna's
really about
Rihanna
boobs
got a
today.
Rihanna got a tattoo on her
Boob.
belly button.
Ah.
Oh my gosh. I always see like well let me show you. Let me think of one. I'll see like if I go right to my YouTube right now, I'll literally see
Yeah,
one
you'll
that's like
probably see
stupid.
something. But yeah, I see what you mean. But what are you getting at?
Like some of these
I don't want
are
to see
like
Rihanna's tattoo, to be honest. But like that, somebody might.
twerk challenge. What is this? Jacob Elordi paid for my life. Some of them are like really dramatic, you know? Like some of the ones that I watch the video and I'm just like, okay. Or like they're like Lizzo should be canceled. And it's like those said like one thing, one
Should be
basic little
canceled.
thing. Yeah, I'm just like, this is so stupid.
I can't remember the book. I was reading a book that was done by somebody who did a lot of digital marketing, and they talked about doing like anti campaigns, and that was a thing that they did for a lot of their people along the way.
Anti campaigns.
Yeah, where it's like you're being negative and even doing something that makes your person see, like they would do the campaign and they do an anti-campaign against their own campaign to be like, you know, feminists hate this guy or something like that, you know. And then actual feminists would start to hate this guy, and then it would create more media. It would be people be talking about him now and like, oh, this person's the most hated man in America or something. And that's an anti-campaign, like a
Oh,
negative
okay, got it. Yeah,
base campaign where
yeah.
it was started by the person they're actually supposedly against, because that way they get the press, they get the talking, and negative plays a lot of times better than positive. So they were
Yeah.
just like, well, let's use what works. And they had no real like morals about that. So yeah, it's like consistently people will click on something that's more crazy, more dramatic, more exciting, whatever, for sure. Even
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
know
they
it's
like
fake. Sorry.
yeah.
That's the story there.
Why'd you say sorry?
No, because I cut you off a little bit. I felt like you were trying to say something and I was still
No, no, I
yammering.
was agreeing with you.
Well, thank you for the agreements. I appreciate your agreements.
Anytime.
And
I just
also,
like accidentally winked and it was very awkward.
speaking of space, they are checking out Europa. You know the moon, Jupiter's moon, Europa. I know you're a big
Now I
Europa
do.
fan. But
Europa.
yeah, so Europa, like there's Jupiter has a bunch of moons. One of them's Titan, another is Europa, but I don't think I know the other moons. I'm sorry, other moons. There's like 5 or 6 moons, right? 5 moons?
Titan belongs to Jupiter?
Yeah, right?
Oh. Yeah, I feel like you're right. Let's look it
now
up.
you're casting doubt.
I
Titan
don't
for sure.
know.
Yeah, Jupiter's moons. We should find out. But okay, so Europa, they're sending a
So
probe. Yeah, go.
we have what? Jupiter, how many moons does Jupiter have?
I thought there was 5 or 6, but like how many now?
Apparently there's 47.
What? That's not. I okay. Well, my education is either poorly lacked,
79?
sorely
Hold
lacking.
on, hold on.
How many real
Jupiter
moons?
has 95 moons? What?
That's too. That's too many moons.
This is on NASA. Yeah, Jupiter has 95 moons that have been officially recognized by the International Astronomical Union.
What? You're full. I don't believe you.
Go to science.nasa.gov.
95 moons.
Yeah.
Okay. I
But the
was.
4 main moons are Io, Europa, Ganymede, and Callisto.
Okay. So there's
Oh,
like 4
goddamn.
real moons, and then it's like, oh, actually, these are all big enough things that are circling around Jupiter that we could call it a moon, and there's 95.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
that's a lot of moons.
Holy
We have
crap.
one.
We got the one.
Earth is basic.
Hey, you know, Earth is basic. Jupiter polyamorous. Jupiter's polyamorous.
Very much so.
95. Jupiter big though. Jupiter's big.
Yeah, that's true.
Makes sense. Makes sense that there would be more. We're like a little guy.
That's a lot, though.
So, okay, Europa, one of the 95 moons on Jupiter. 4 main ones that we know about.
It's the sixth largest moon in the solar system.
Wow.
Europa.
Oh,
I know.
they're sending a probe out there because there's a possibility. They want to know more about the moon, of course. And with the new images from the telescopes have been up there, they see these red tracks of lines across the entire surface. So it could have bacteria, could have water. Apparently, there is water there. But it's tough to send probes to Jupiter because of the radiation type situation. Like it has a magnetic field, like Earth has that as well. But Jupiter's Jupiter, so it puts out this crazy amount of radiation, can fry probes easily. So they have to do like a flyby thing and just see the probe and get out of there, or see the moon and get out of there, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So they're doing that right now. Do you like this kind of stuff?
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Did you know? I don't know if this is full on true, but like I said, during COVID, I went to a crazy deep dive about the universe and science and stuff.
Cool.
But in like billions and billions and billions of years from now, there will be nothing.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
That's
crazy.
what they say. It's like there's like either the heat death or cold death of the universe. Like things just sort of pull
Yeah.
apart until not everything's too
Nothing's
far
there.
apart. Yeah.
Oh, really? But what I heard was like it was going to like collapse on itself or
It,
like
it could.
implode, kind of. Yeah.
They say that too.
That's crazy.
There's like they call it the big crunch, I think, where it's
Oh, I
possible
have no
that
idea.
everything it loses its energy going this way, and all the gravity of all the stuff that's in the universe starts pulling itself back together, and it becomes like a
Yeah.
big crunch where it's starts like a new big bang or something like that. But I don't know if
So
they
many
know
different
about
theories.
that. It's a theory,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like that's insane. So nothing's gonna be here. But it's like billions and billions and
Yeah.
billions and
You're
billions.
talking it's like
Billions of years from
300
now.
billion years from now or something like
Like,
that.
oh, I won't even be here.
Yeah.
Or maybe I will.
You'll be Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
There's some stories
Wow.
about Superman like that, where he sticks around for like 10 million years or something like that, or sticks around to the end of the universe and he's the only person still around because he's freaking Superman.
That would suck.
Yeah. I I haven't read that one though. I saw some of the ending. He sticks around, and I think he saves some people who got sucked into a pocket dimension like a
Mm.
billion years before. And like so like the last thing he does is like save these people that disappeared billions of years ago or something like that. But I don't, I might be completely off. I'm not well versed on this. I didn't read the comic.
Oh, okay. That sounds interesting.
But
Though.
it's
That would
super
suck.
interesting. Comics have the craziest stories. They're not always the best written, but the ideas themselves are like, so
Out
look,
there.
yeah, it's out there ideas. And so, you know, sometimes the writers are crazy good and sometimes they don't quite, you know, get it the way I think they imagined it in their mind, but they explore an idea that's really crazy and hard to nail down. And I like that stuff. Although I
Yeah.
don't really read a lot of superhero comics, believe it or not. This is all stuff I know from being from a kid. As a kid, I read more of them as a younger individual. If you're interested in that,
I have a lot of comics. I just have not
what's a
yet.
comic you have nearby? Because that's actually one of my segments is books and literature. Like, what's something you're reading?
I have Attack on Titan. I'm not reading. I'm reading Ready Player 2. But I have Attack on Titan over
Okay,
here. Yeah, I have
I've
like.
listened to Ready Player 2.
Oh, did you like it?
I thought it was okay. I'm not going to ruin it for you if you're reading it now.
Oh, well, yeah, please don't. I was just wondering if you liked it.
I don't know. I don't think I was into it really. Not like the first one.
Right? Yeah.
I
The way it's
think
starting off is like,
I was
it's
yeah.
okay.
I was lukewarm on it, to be honest with you. But like if I say that,
Yeah.
now you might feel the same way, and I don't want to color your
No,
experience.
I was
You
already
might be like,
feeling
"Oh,
that
this is
way.
the best book I've ever read." I'm like, "I thought it sucked." You know, like it's sort of
But
crapping on somebody's.
even so, even if you did think it was horrible and I really enjoyed it, I wouldn't care. I would still enjoy it.
Okay, cool. Well,
But yeah.
I was lukewarm on it. Like I'm like, this is. It's not turning my like the first one's great. There were some cool ideas, but ultimately, I think it might have been the wrong direction. Personally, like there might have been more you
Yeah.
could have done, or not made a second book because it was kind of wrapped up. The first book was kind of wrapped up to me.
Right?
Sorry.
What's other? I don't know. I wonder if they should make another movie, but like I want them to do it the right way. I want
Yeah,
it to be exactly like the first book. Once I become a director, then I'll
you're
do
gonna
it.
do it. I
Yeah,
think
I'll
that
do it.
makes a lot of sense though. Like that could have been a really cool movie. It's just it's hard to do, and it seemed like they made it into more of a kids movie than what the
Yeah,
book actually is or is about.
yeah. Like I
Hmm.
was like, where is the him in the suit, no hair? Like where's all this?
It's like gone. Yeah, the
Yeah,
hacking, and just what the spirit wasn't there. Spirit wasn't there. It was really I
yeah,
feel like dumbed down so that it might work for a really wide audience of if you don't understand the references, if you don't understand like you can understand this basic story, kind of
yeah.
ruins things a bit, I think.
Yeah. I mean, it was a good movie. It's just the movie that was like made by like the movie was exactly like the book would have been so much better.
I
But it was
agree.
still a good movie. Like it was still
Eh,
I watched it. I would watch it again.
would you?
But yeah, but I would still
Okay.
be disappointed.
You'd be disappointed twice. Well,
Yeah,
look,
but
this
I'll
is
watch it again.
just opinions anyway, like I feel like I always feel bad saying like, "Oh, this was a good one." It's just my opinion. Like I felt it was good, or I felt it was
Hmm.
bad, because it's
Yeah.
really I didn't make the movie, and these guys they spent how many years and how many millions of dollars to try to like do this, and they do all this work, and you just have me who just sat there lazy watching your movie, and I get to say, "Who sucks?"
I hate
Like
it.
I don't
Yeah.
agree with what it
How do you
was, but it's opinion. What, go.
how do you feel about Jordan Peele's movies?
Um, I've only seen Get Out and Us.
Because you haven't seen the one with like Kiki Palmer.
No, I like Kiki Palmer though. I
You
just
should
think
watch
she's
it.
really pretty. I don't, I don't know what to tell
She
you.
is.
It's
She is
new.
pretty.
I was always like, oh,
Yeah.
she's so pretty. Um, so that's I guess
You should
not a
watch it.
great. Is that a great commentary?
Great reason. Yeah,
Um,
yeah, sure. Watch it.
I
Watch it just
think
for that.
if you want my like opinion, I really liked Get Out. And Us is a cool movie. I can't say that I liked it that much. I'm a person who I struggle with. I like the concepts. I'm not sure that they hold up to any kind of mental scrutiny. So if you think about them for a second, they sort of just fall apart. And so you have to kind of turn your brain off and go, this could have never possibly happened, and the whole way it's set up doesn't make sense. But it's kind of fun watching what's happening, and it's creepy and cool sort of thing. I don't know if that makes sense. Like for us, it's like, so they were in a basement subway area that really anyone can walk to pretty easily. Nobody knew. They've been there for 20 years or something. They were eating what? Like already, and they saw elements from the 80s that they are copying, and every time you do something, they have to do it. That doesn't make sense. Like it can't happen. Like it's just can't happen. They all died of starvation 10 years ago. It's like, that's it. They were into eating subway tiles. They never left there. You're walking into the wall. Like, no. And there's a staircase to leave. So if you were the original, well, anyway, I'm not going to say, but anyone could have left at any time. That it's like, okay, no, not.
No, I need to watch it again.
And then you're fighting these people like, oh, whatever am I going to do? They became super ninjas while being down in a basement. Actually, it's the opposite, right? So you'd easily beat them. Like, I'm just kind of like, shut up. I can't deal with this.
Logically, this could not happen. But hey, maybe there's supernatural stuff going on.
This is the thing. It's too many of those things. And I think if you just go, okay, I'm willing to accept this premise, it's a great movie, right? Like it's really kind of fun and awesome, and oh, it's scary, and what are you going to do? But I also don't like stuff where at the beginning it's one way, and halfway through you basically just, how do you beat the enemy? Well, they just beat them. So it's like, okay, when they first showed up, beat them with a baseball bat. You're the winner. Like that kind of stuff. I'm like, pull on your premise. There has to be, like, you call it pulling on or pushing on your own premises. If you say this is what the problem is, there has to be a real reason why that problem can't just be easily solved. Like if somebody starts attacking me at my house and I just like can kick their ass, that's an easy premise. Like I can hit them with something and they will die just as easily. That there has to be more to their abilities. I can't lose at first and then later in the movie just decide to start fighting and win. Like, because I could have won the first fight or the second fight. This third fight, why am I winning? So this is where my kind of writing brain comes in, and I'm like, I can't take this.
I need to watch it again because I'm like, I don't even know.
No, but like it's not a bad movie, and he's really good. So you're asking me like what I think about it, but like when I watch it, I'm like, no, I wish they would have pushed on that a little. Same thing with it was better, I think, with Get Out. But even still, it's like, well, why do these racist people want to be black then? Like, is that just like, it seems weird to me. Like, if you're a racist, wouldn't you be like not wanting to be like, so this is, what is this a message though? Like that he's saying like, oh, actually secretly racists are jealous and and maybe we're looking into things. Maybe
just to get you thinking,
But,
that.
So I say it's better. It's a bit better because you can pull on it and go, maybe this is their new thing. But anyway, is this overly analytical when it comes to this kind of stuff?
No, man. It's how you think.
Yeah.
That's just how you think.
So why did you bring it up though? I didn't see the Keke Palmer movie. Is it because you've recently seen it and you wanted to say something about it?
I actually don't remember why I brought it up. What were we talking about before?
Oh, I rambled for a long time there. Aali. So I think I was asking about reading. We did Ready Player One. You said you're reading Ready Player Two. They should have done it exactly right. Then while we were talking about that, you kind of brought it up like, do you like Jordan Peele's movies?
I think it was something about how you talked about something. Oh well, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Who cares?
But
what's the next current event?
What's the next current event? But yeah, Keke Palmer, I have seen her do her Angela Bassett impression, which I think is really good.
Oh really?
Yeah. Have you seen that?
No.
Check out Keke Palmer doing Angela Bassett. And it's from a specific movie. It's good if you see the side by side. It's really fun. She did it with Angela Bassett at one point.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. It took off. It really took off. So, okay. Reading. We're talking about reading as well, right? That was a thing. We talked about this last time. I had the book An Actor Prepares.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about 70 pages into the book. I've been reading it in the morning when I do like the red light thing. So it's really good. I'm enjoying this book. Like, this is a book written from the perspective of a student listening to their acting teacher and going through a bunch of acting exercises.
Yeah.
And it's like really classic, I think, foundational kind of acting premises about imagination and how to utilize your imagination when setting up a character, setting up a scene, setting up a setting even. And I don't know where it's going to go from there, but some of the stuff that they've said is interesting. And here's the thing. I bookmarked a quote that I think helps to remember. Do you want me to tell you this quote, or is this boring to you? Okay.
I'm just kidding, of course.
I feel like black and white, slow zoom in with the meme of, oh, you say that you're fine, but you're not really fine, but you know you can't tell them because you know, all that. Okay, I'll tell you. Do you really want to hear this? Or you're like, screw acting. I don't care about acting. No, you're
get
good?
on with it.
Okay,
yeah.
are you? Look, you seem dubious. Your joke's for
I
me.
say, play it. I mean, play it. Say it.
Play it.
Yeah, play it.
It's a book. Aali, it's a book.
Book? What is a book? I've never heard of that.
I know. We'll figure it out though. Okay, it says this. Now remember firmly what I'm going to tell you, is what he says. The theater, on account of its publicity and spectacular side, attracts many people who merely want to capitalize their beauty or make careers. They take advantage of the ignorance of the public, its perverted taste, favoritism, intrigues, false success, and many other means which have no relation to the creative art. These exploiters are the deadliest enemies of art. We have to use the sternest measures with them, and if they cannot be reformed, they must be removed from the boards, meaning the boards of the stage. Therefore, so you must make up your mind once and for all. Did you come here to serve art and make sacrifices for its sake, or exploit for your own personal ends? I think this is what we were talking about. You feel this way?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, people should definitely follow their dreams. But like, if you're not in it for the art, or if you're just in it for like, just the money, or just like if you're not fully into it, it's like you're not gonna make it, Like, you probably get like a few parts maybe, depending on who you know, but like you're not gonna fully make it, or you're just gonna destroy it.
I think
there's people who like put blood, sweat, and tears into this kind of stuff.
Fair.
Like, I want to be a part of that. Like, I don't want to be in acting for like money or fame or anything. Like, I want to do it because like it's for your storytelling. You're passing on like messages, passing on history, passing on like, you're just, I don't know, you feel like you're contributing to like, I just feel like it's just you're contributing.
You're contributing
it's just
to
like
the narrative of storytelling that's been going on for thousands of years.
Yeah, but like it's bigger. It's like something big, and some people just like do it just for money, or just, I don't know, for stupid reasons, selfish reasons. But it's like, I don't know, if you're doing it for because you're like, this could tell a story, this could help someone later on, or this like I personally would love to do it to like build as a person, to meet new people, to like, I don't know, to touch people, to like change people's lives. Like, I want to do it for different reasons and not for money or anything. And that's the part that sucks. It's like, I really want to do this, but like it costs so much to even do it, like to take classes, to even to like go for auditions and stuff. It's like you have to have money saved so you can take off work to go for auditions. It's like, it's a very expensive profession.
Yeah,
it sucks.
Well, I agree with you.
I'm gonna do it.
I agree with you, and it's a great situation too, and I do think it can be really great. And I think telling stories is fun too. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's fun.
Yeah, of course,
and it's fun for people to watch. And there's people whose lives aren't going to be maybe that great sometimes because they're stuck in some situation or whatever, and you do get to escape by watching all these different stories. I know when I was a kid, it was great to be able to watch these stories and think, maybe this is a different way to think about things, or that kind of stuff. So
It
that's
could
really
even
cool.
inspire people.
Yeah.
People could watch a movie and then they're just like, wow, I never thought of things this way. And then they, I don't know, decide that they want to become president. They want to just like, you just spark that one thought in their mind that they've never thought of before just from like watching a film, and then boom,
They watch
change the whole future.
JFK and they want to be president.
Yeah. You
That
never
would be
know.
dark. If you think that through to the end, it's maybe not.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I could be president. No. So, because he got killed. But
yes. I think they know.
So, no, I'm with you. The other thing I thought was interesting is because we talked about clickbait titles and all that sort of stuff. Even here, the person who wrote this book died in the 30s. So this is an old book. He's talking about the taking advantages of the ignorance of the public, or like the perverse nature of certain stuff. That's what clickbait titles is. The public's like, well, I don't really care enough about the difference between art and spectacle that I'm cool with it. Like if you do some clickbait thing or whatever, I'll watch it. I'm just here to entertain myself anyway. And then the art can lose something. So I wonder if some of that stuff is what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see your reaction if I just said yeah and then nothing else. No, I definitely agree.
It's yes and Aali.
Yes.
Aali,
and
sorry.
Are you saying yes and like Ariana Grande?
Okay, tell me, explain. I don't know what
song,
I don't know
yes
a lot
and.
I've listened
yes
to like no
and.
Ariana Grande songs.
Oh, okay, got it. So you're saying yes and like yes and continue.
Like in an improvisation, the golden rule of improv is yes and, right?
That's what you're referring to. Oh, okay, yeah.
We're talking about acting right now.
Yeah.
Within
I didn't know what you're talking
the premise of what we're talking about.
I didn't know if you're saying yes and from Ariana Grande because of the song or other
of course,
things.
I could have been saying yes and from Ariana Grande. There's no reason why I wouldn't have said that, except it had no relation.
Don't listen
to
Ariana Grande. Oh. Yes, because it had no relation.
No relation to the conversation whatsoever. No, it's talking about like in acting, like they always say, do yes and, and that's the thing. Like, oh, we're in a spacesuit or something, and like, oh, the spacesuit sure is crazy. You have to be like, yeah, I wish I didn't have to wear a spacesuit or something. Like that would be yes anding. Like you go along with it. You don't go like, no, this isn't space. We're in a chair. You're like, this scene is dead.
Yeah.
But then again, maybe there's another way to do it. The alleyway to do it, I said the alleyway.
Forget it. Yeah,
the alleyway. The Aali, where Batman's parents are dead.
Right.
People still stepping over them. Batman. Like, nobody moved them. No, I just pictured it in my mind. Like, I guess nobody moved his parents. He just was so busy being Batman. He didn't take care of it. He's like, oh yeah, they're still there.
Damn. That'd be horrible. He wouldn't take care of it. He was a kid.
That's true. He was too busy going through his own internal emotions, right?
But was it Alfred?
I'm trying to say Alfred.
Yeah, he should help. He's an adult.
He is an adult to be like, I have no idea what alleyway this is. He's like, sorry, Master Wayne, I don't know what alleyway they were in. Anyway, time to grow up. Grow up fast, horrible. Master Wayne.
Just left there.
Master Bruce.
Left to die. I said left to die, but they're already dead.
It's left to rot. Left to rot.
Yes, left to rot. There you go.
That's too bad for them. That's a difficult end for, what was it? What's his dad? It's Martha was his mother, and the father was
Jack.
Just make that up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Raymond.
Wayne. Oh, I can't remember, but it was Bruce Wayne, Martha Wayne, and Thomas
Jerome.
Wayne.
Uh,
Thomas
are you
Wayne.
sure it wasn't Jerome Wayne?
Jerome Wayne. That might have been. You're right. It was that.
That would sound so weird.
It was
Jerome Wayne.
Jerome Wayne.
I actually had I'm so used to like black guys being named Jerome. And then I had a flight with someone named Jerome and they're Indian. They're from India. I've never
Fair.
met someone from India named Jerome.
I knew a dude named Jerome, but it's a little different. Where I'm at, people they're French most of the time, so it's like Jerome. So
Jerome.
he's not Jerome. It's just a classic French name, Jerome. You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it kind of was like it doesn't fit the same. You don't call him Jerome.
You're in Canada, right?
I am. Yeah.
Oh, Canada.
Nice.
Da, 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 da.
That's the way. That's the way everybody.
I don't know.
I think most
That's all I know.
Canadians probably don't know the song.
That's good.
I know most of it though. I know a lot of lyrics to songs though, so I do know most of it. It is. I'm sorry, Canada and Canadians out there. It is a bland song. It doesn't. It doesn't say anything. You're not saying anything about. It's basically about standing on guard for your country or something. That's the game. We're gonna be here. We're gonna be here. That's the song. Like we're here. Oh Canada, we're here. The end.
Canada.
We'll be here. You know, if you come here, we'll be here. That's the
And
song.
we'll fight you.
Yeah. Well, we don't explicitly say that though. We say we're standing on guard. We're on guard. We're pensive about you coming here, but we're here.
But if you come, you can catch these hands.
You might have a problem. You might not.
We'll squabble.
I mean, no, but see, we don't say that. We don't directly say that. There could be a skirmish. Maybe.
We will.
You're like, we will do this. That's the American national anthem was like, there's a war going on right now. That's what the American national anthem is. It's like there's bombs going off. I'm like, I think the person singing it is wounded in the back. And they're like, hey, is the flag still? Did we lose or did we win this thing? What's happening? And that's what's going on. And then you know what? They won. United States is cool though. Sorry, people crap on the US. I don't because I think it's a pretty awesome place. A lot of the stuff that I like comes from there. A lot of the people I like come from there.
The only thing I hate is the taxes. So many taxes.
There are taxes.
Like Dubai, there's no taxes here.
That's the thing though. Canada's worse for taxes.
Really?
Right? Yeah.
But you guys get like free healthcare.
That's what we say.
So it's like, it's okay.
It's like free, but 50% of your money is gone.
Oh, really?
So it's not free. You pay for it. And then there's like, whoever isn't healthy and exercising every day gets to use it. You know how many times I've had to go to the doctor? You just eat healthy and exercise. I have no need.
Same.
So you spend like 500 grand in your lifetime, like on this, but actually don't spend the money, you know? So yeah.
Wow.
I don't know.
I always wondered.
You've wondered what?
Like how you guys got free healthcare.
Yeah.
So it's not free.
No, it's taxed. It's tax money.
Oh.
It can't be free. Do you think they like printed new money for this or something? Like no. It's a tax
I
thing.
don't know how. I did not look into it. I was like, well, it's free. Okay.
It's a tax thing. And then like also organized by like a government system. So, you know, like I don't have a doctor. I haven't had a doctor. I've been on a list to have a doctor for 3 years. And I don't have like,
not too bad.
I can't just go to see one or anything. Like I pay for healthcare. I go do private. I go to a private doctor.
When I want to go. Like annually, right?
Yeah, like once a year I'll go and be like, give me every test, and I also pay for insurance, so my insurance pays for those tests after. That's it. You know, they make a profit off that. So it's a different kind of game. Like I think here's the thing. I'm not crapping on it either though. Like, cause if you don't have this system when there's a real emergency, like you get in a car accident or something like that, like somebody could save your life and they're not going to be like, well, here's $500,000 that you owe me now. And then here's another $250,000 for your rehab. Like
Yeah.
that doesn't well, the rehab we don't get that for free, but like in a hospital, if there's an amount of rehab that gets you out of the hospital, you're not paying for that, right?
That's good.
And so
US.
somebody else is paying for you, but that's an emergency, right?
Mhm.
Basic health though, yeah, maybe that's something you could just kind of handle for the most part, like I like the idea that when there's an emergency, we're not just letting people, languish or get in lifetime debt. Pretty cool. That's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
that's good. Yeah,
But
US, yeah, we just everyone's in debt. I don't understand. Do you guys have credit scores too?
we do, yeah.
And is this like the same as like the US? Like the
I
more
don't think
debt you
so.
have, not the more debt, but it's like it's good, better to have debt than to not have debt.
That's not usually the case. No. Like
Yeah, it's kind of stupid. I hate that.
it's not
It's like if
really.
you don't have like a decent amount of debt, it's like your credit score isn't good.
That's not really how it works, though. Where did you get that idea?
Well, okay, not like I mean
You have to
like you
have
have to have
credit,
some
not
yeah,
debt.
credit, but like no, but you also have to have like loans, mortgage loans and stuff. Like that stuff helps your credit.
Having paid them off. Actually, in the time
No,
that you
if you
actually
pay them
have the loan,
off, when you pay them off, your score gets lower. It's like better for you to have
because
like
that's not how it works for me. No,
yeah, in the
it's the
US
other
it's so
way.
stupid. Yeah, in
Really?
the US it's stupid. If you pay things off, your score goes low.
What's
If you
the
have nothing
highest
on your
number
credit,
you guys can have in the
I think
States?
it's like 800.
800. Yeah, ours is 900. So
Yeah, or
like we
maybe there's
definitely have a
900.
different
I've just
system.
yeah, it's so stupid. It's
But
like literally if you're like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to pay off all my student loans," your score will just like drop because you don't have like a debt to like you don't have like something there to show that you're like paying things off like
wow,
monthly or something. It's
I
so
just have to
stupid.
believe you because I don't actually know that, but it is the opposite here. Like if you get a loan or something until it's paid down, you probably will have a lower score because it's technically a credit score. Like how much credit would we be willing to give this person? Well, if they already have a giant loan, they probably can't carry any more debts, so therefore their credit score goes down. Like it's
Yeah. Well,
it's
no,
it's the
it's not like
opposite of what you're saying.
I'm not saying like if you have a giant loan, keep a loan for as long as possible. I'm saying like you have a giant loan, if you pay off that entire loan, like your score will just like instantly drop and you have nothing left on your credit. Like if you don't have even just like credit cards,
Hmm.
like just small credit cards, your score won't change or anything if you have a credit card and you just pay it off always and it never even reports that you used your credit card. Like it your score just never changes. Nothing happens. It's like you need debt on your credit and then to pay it down like even slowly or just pay it down yeah, just slowly and then it'll like help increase your score.
I've had it be the
But like not
opposite for me.
if it's like a massive amount of debt, it's like you also obviously need to pay that down
Hmm.
faster. But if it's like you have like $100 credit card and you just use like $25 on it and you just let that get on your credit score, you pay that off, then it's like it might go up a little bit, but really it just stays the same. Like it doesn't do anything for you. But if you have like a larger loan and you pay it off like larger increments for that, but you have to keep the loan on your score
Can I ask you
to keep
this?
and then yeah.
Do you have a good credit score?
I would say it's okay. My credit score dropped because I moved to Dubai and then I couldn't figure out how to transfer money for a while. And then,
Okay.
but I finally was able to transfer money. So then I got my score dropped because I was late
Okay. Do
on
you have a
like,
lot of debts or
no, no. I
no?
have like, I have my student loans
You're paying those off.
that, yeah, but I'm like hoping that the government will just like remove it, but I don't think it's ever going to happen. So
That's
I
not
will
gonna
just
happen now.
pay them off. Some
I've
of them
heard
did get removed, but not for me. I don't think I'm in that category.
I heard a lot of
So
people waiting on that. Like they don't pay their student loans, and after that, and it tanks them. Then you end
yeah,
up
no,
getting
I'm still
garnished
paying mine.
wages and stuff. Yeah.
I'm still
Okay. Good
paying
for
my
you.
loans,
Good for
but I'm
you.
just like waiting. I'm like paying like kind of the bare minimum, just seeing like maybe they'll
I see.
remove it. But
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
but yeah, my score's
Yeah.
okay.
That's cool.
It's just that's stupid.
Mine's in the 80 percentile. I think I waver between like 85% and 80% of like basically the people in the country. So I mean like either the
Oh,
top 15% or the the top 20% for the most part. So I feel like it's pretty good. And
That's good.
mainly it's been the opposite of everything you've said. I paid off absolutely everything. So I have no debts, but I have a lot of available credit. And I just use my credit cards for most purchases and pay them off right away. So it kind of proves time and time again that like I'm going to be good. And I just that, and like having some money too, like putting money in your accounts and consistently having it, I think makes a difference too. Not even a lot, just like enough. So that's where it is for me.
That makes sense.
It's like
I don't know what it is. I don't know. I don't know why the U.S. is this way.
It's interesting.
It's like it's better. It's like you can have a decent score, have everything paid off, but it's like for you to have a really good score, it's like you have to create some debt and then pay that off. But you have to have it for like a while. Like you can't just have a little bit of debt and then pay it off super fast. Okay. And your score goes down for some reason.
Like I've paid off 2 car loans, you know, so there's that. I paid off like a regular loan as well. And so, and I have paid off all of my credit cards and all those things too consistently. So I think that might be the reason why it's there. And my wife too, she has a crazy high score because I think we've had big enough amounts that have gotten paid all the way down. But I don't, the part like, where you say if you pay it down, you lose your credit score, that sounds like the opposite of how credit scores work.
I feel like I'm describing this wrong. Like you've had how long did you have the loan for? And how long did it take for you to pay it off?
Well, it depends on which, but I think the first car one was like, it was a couple of years, you know, like a few years.
Yeah, so that's good. That's good. That's what the U.S. wants. They want you to pay off a loan for a while, just so it shows that you're 3 years, maybe. Off. That seems like a long time, but yeah.
Then my well, not really. Most like a car loan or something. If you get it like you didn't put money down.
If you get like a really nice car.
Yeah, like if you're gonna pay 20 grand or something, or 30 grand off of the loan or something, you want to pay like whatever. If you're paying a few $100s a month, it takes a little while. It takes a few years to pay off a car like that. But I
had a car loan, but it was like
the second car we did it in 6 months, so it was not a long time.
Yeah. So it's like that's good. But like if you were to get something, I don't know, a car loan, and then all of a sudden you just pay it off the next month, it's like it doesn't look too good on your credit score. Your score will drop. It's like you have to be strategic with how you pay it off. Yeah, because then you have nothing there to show. Like you need something on your credit score to show that you're paying things off.
I wonder. I have noticed they like go up and down with no differences too, like where nothing's really changed. I live my life and like, whoa, my credit score is super high today, and then like, oh, whoa, it's like a little lower. I was in the top 10% and now I'm like in the top 20. Like what's happening? And so I'm kind of like, I don't know. My life didn't change at all. I've done nothing different. The money's the same pretty much. And so I was like, what is this? Is this a real thing or are we just playing games?
It's even like if you have multiple credit cards, you just have to like utilize a certain amount of them. If you utilize too much of them, then obviously your score is going to drop. But if you like pay them off, like in full, your score is totally going to drop because I don't know why that is. It's like you just paid off all your credit cards, your score is dropping. Like I paid off a few credit cards and I already know my score is going to drop.
Really? That doesn't happen to me. So we have a different system. It doesn't happen to me.
Yeah.
It's the opposite. Like my cards are always at 0 except for like I never pay any interest, period, because you have 30 days to pay it, right? So that's kind of the thing with a credit card. The supposed agreement is that you pay this within a certain number of days and you won't get charged interest. So I use my credit cards for purchases only for the benefits of the credit card, like whatever that has, or the easiness of the credit card. And then I pay the whole thing off within 2 weeks of having purchased whatever I purchase.
But do you consistently do that, or do you just like
for years and years and years?
Okay, so then you still have debt on the card. So you still have debt on the card and you pay it off, and you get debt on the card and you pay it off.
That's it.
Huh? Okay,
good. That's it. Like let's say I went to grocery shopping, I'll use the card and then pay. Like it's a replacement for money I actually have. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I don't use it to buy something out of my reach. So within a certain number of time, I will absolutely. It's just basically whenever my time of the week where I see it on my to-do list, it comes up that says like, hey, pay the credit card, do the budget and pay the credit cards. Then I go in, do my budget, pay off my credit cards, balance everything. So it's not, I could have just used cash, but I use the credit
Yeah.
cards for the credit reason.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah. But like, if you use the credit card and then you pay it off and you don't use it for like the next month or two, your score goes down.
That could make sense if you have credit you're not using. I worry
Yeah.
about that sometimes because I do have like a line of credit. My bank was like, "Hey, do you want a line of credit?" I was like, "Yeah, give it to me. Why not?" But I don't think I've ever used it at all. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like not at
Yeah.
all because I didn't have a reason for it. They just wanted me to have it, like hoping I was gonna get into debt with them, I guess, so they could get
Right.
some interest from me. And I was like, well, I'll use this if I'm in some kind of reason where that's gonna be necessary for me, but
Mm.
I won't otherwise because like there's no reason to use a line of credit. Like it's a daily credit thing, so no.
And then does your score go down if you like decide that you want to close out a card or you never want to use it?
I think so. I think closing
Yeah,
out
same.
cards does hit us. Yeah.
That's so stupid.
So
Why?
you technically have less credit, so your credit score goes down.
See?
Yeah,
So you need more than credit instead of debt. So I guess that's
that's
better.
it. It's not actually debt because you
Yeah,
you
yeah.
you have
Credit.
open credit there, right? Like you had a card that has whatever 10 grand, and then you don't now. So because
Yeah.
you closed it,
I
so it's
just
kind of like you
I
have
really
less
want to get
credit.
rid of some of my cards because I have so many like I have like cards from college
You still
that like I
should
don't
though.
even but like there's such I don't even know what to do with them. They're like random banks too. I don't even know.
Yeah, kill those cards. It's not like my eventually your thing goes up. Like it's down for a minute, but then honestly,
Yeah.
like good financial practices is what gets your credit score to go up. And having
Yeah.
money. Having money and
Plus,
having open credit.
of course.
Yeah.
Like I feel like once because I'm like I'm not going to be in the U.S. for like 2 years, so
Mm.
I feel like by the time I close off these cards and then come back, my score will be fine.
Thing is
Cause like
too, like
I don't want.
why does your credit matter to you personally? Like why are we talking about this? So like what no, but what is it because like getting a house
Why are we
later
talking about
or
this?
like
Yeah, yeah. I
what's
want to go
your
back to the U.S. I
Mhm.
like. I would like to purchase something. But I want. I don't need like a house, but I want to make sure I have good credit for like getting an apartment when I go back.
Fair. Yeah. It's true because you get credit checks for apartments and stuff as well, right?
Yeah.
Cool, cool, cool. Now for me that's what
Why?
it is
Why did we
also.
talk?
I don't know. We started talking about credit. We went off on a tangent and I was
What were
into
we
it.
talking about before this?
So we were talking about like healthcare and taxes. And so I think
Oh
it
yeah, yeah. And
led
I
us
asked you about how credit is out there
how
because it's
credit
just so
is.
annoying, man.
And I was happy
Stupid.
though. I was proud of myself to see like the credit scores go up and stuff from when I was younger. Obviously, not as good. You know, you don't have your stuff together as much. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm here podcasting, so I don't know how much my stuff is together anyway, but
Mm.
I do think it was something I was proud of just to be like, oh yeah, so that's the case. And then
Yeah.
also to see just doing normal stuff, to see like, okay, so 80% of everyone else in the country is not doing this. That means they're not even the basics, right? They're doing some other fuckery or it could, for whatever reasons they're doing it, and it's like, okay, well I got away from that at least because I would have been in that category for a long time, and then no,
Yeah.
I'm not now. So what I'm doing was working. It's nice to see that.
I actually remember I told you I like worked for the guy. I did the marketing for the guy who like was laundering money or something.
You did, yeah.
So one of his like
The money laundering.
businesses, yeah, one of his businesses were like credit repair, which is like scam apparently. But like I saw like a lot of people's like credit reports and I'm just like Jesus, some of the things that they did, like a lot of them were like a bunch of car loans. They wanted him to remove like a what is it? Child support?
Oh,
Like yeah. I was like there's like crazy things like student loans. They wanted like all so many things removed from their report. Some people had like a crazy amount of credit cards. It was just like
it
pretty much showed
happens.
me everything not to do with my credit.
Absolutely. Like again, I was told this by like an older guy. This dude who did he was like a martial arts teacher. He did Japanese sword training. and he's like totally shredded, in better shape than most of the people that were there. He was in his
Is he single?
70s. He's in his
Never mind.
70s, and he was not single, but his girlfriend was like 45 or something too. So like, because they
So is he single? I'm just kidding.
look, he was in great shape. He was in great shape, but he was a short dude. He was like a little dude. So I don't know how you are with.
So is he single?
Oh snap!
I'm just kidding.
Snap!
Kidding.
Aali likes the short kings. Okay.
No.
Well, now we know.
I,
No, what?
nothing.
You were gonna say something. Okay. So,
No, nothing.
no. I don't know. So I don't know. I wonder about that stuff. You see it all the time. This is a totally different topic, but you see this all the time, where it's like apparently women only like people over 6 feet tall. That's like a thing now, I guess.
It's weird when it's like really short girls too. Like, huh?
Oh,
But like,
yeah?
like I'm 5'9", so that kind of makes sense.
You're tall, yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But when they're really short, and I'm like, you just literally look up like at them like that, you know?
Well,
They're just so tall.
that's probably why. I don't know. Like, I mean, that's probably the appeal. My wife's fairly small, so she's 5'2". So, yeah.
Oh wow.
I'm
How tall are you?
6'1". 6'1".
Oh wow. So you
That's
guys are
right.
totally exactly what we're describing right now.
Exactly.
She's like
But she's
looking
not.
at you like that.
She doesn't care about that much. Like, if you were shorter, it would be fine, according to her. But at the same time,
You're 6'1".
the evidence, the
Yeah.
evidence is that it's pretty cool if you're 6'1". So yeah, I don't know.
You're
I was
one of the
curious.
lucky guys.
Yeah, it's true. Apparently, not everybody's above 6 feet. Who knew? Okay, so anyway, this dude, short guy, short king, great shape, 70s. He was in his 70s, in better shape than most people in their 20s, still crushing it. He was doing all the like calisthenic ab workouts on bars and stuff like that as a 70-year-old. So this dude's legit. So
Nice.
he told me this simple thing about credit. All of this was a credit card thing. So he's like, this is how you use a credit card. You use a credit card in place of money you have in your bank. That's what it's for. It's like back in the day, you may not have wanted to carry a stack of cash with you. Like there wasn't a bank card. So they created a credit system that was like, we know you have, this money we know you're good for it, basically. So us as an institution will put up the money knowing you're going to pay us back. And that way you can buy stuff wherever you want without carrying 10 grand in your pocket or whatever, And so that's the way you use it. So you get home and you pay that institution back. And it's like, if you don't pay us back in a month, we're going to charge you interest because we were expecting that you were going to pay us back in a month. So it's like, if you take that old fashioned way of thinking about credit, I think you're going to be okay. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm buying $400 in groceries or whatever. Well, have $400 in grocery money in your account for that. And then you won't.
Yeah.
Like, don't be like, I'm going on vacation. And like, how much
And
money
do that
you
every month.
Blah.
Don't not spend money because then your score will go down.
I guess. I think I see what you're saying, though. I feel like that's it. I didn't follow. But yeah, the unused credit, like where you like, oh, you use some of it and you pay it down. And you use some of it and you pay it down. It gives you good credit.
Yeah. It's like, or your score will just, it'll just stay the same. Like if you don't give it time to even report that you used the card, it'll just stay the same. Like nothing changes.
It's true.
Like you have to use it. Like use it.
Use it or lose it. I don't know.
Yeah.
That just rhymes. It has nothing to do with our conversation. Okay, you know what?
Use it or lose it. I don't know.
I think we got to wrap up soon. So I do have a segment, the last segment. We've gone through actually all of these segments. We didn't go through every current event, but like, come on. We don't have to, Oh, I didn't tell you this though. You know the splitting thing? The Africa splitting?
Pangea? Yeah.
Pangea, Africa. Apparently a lot of the Antarctic, Siberia, and northern Canada are going to also break off. They're going to be some of the first places along with Africa. So
oh wow,
imagine like in a couple million years what the planet's going to look like. It won't be this map at all. It'll be like a different thing.
Yeah, I believe it.
I love your short answers. I believe you. Why wouldn't you believe it? Like, like it's
I don't know. Yeah,
fairly cool.
science.
So the
There's
wrap up is
history.
this. Our wrap up segment is this. I want to know, what are some things you are hoping to do or experience, goals, dreams, things to try before, let's say there's the next time we're going to chat. You're welcome anytime you want, and I will certainly invite you again because I think we have fun conversations and you always have something cool to say. So before the next time I talk to you, which we don't know when that could be, what are some of the things you're hoping to do, experience, dreams, goals before then? Things you're going to try.
I want to become the a pop singer. I also want to tour with Rihanna. I would.
Can you sing?
No.
Well,
Can I sing?
what do you mean? You might be able to sing. You're an actor, right? So a lot of actors can sing and dance.
La 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 la. La.
Okay, it cut
That's
out
all I
for
got.
some reason a little bit, but it
It
sounded.
cuts out. It cuts out when it's like if it's a high pitched noise.
Oh,
Yeah, that's how good I am. Mariah Carey.
good stuff. You have like a high pass filter going, like a hard limiter or
I
something.
don't I don't know what's happening here. It's just the isolator.
Cool,
So
cool, cool, cool,
it
cool.
just cuts out really loud noise.
Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
Imagine being the first person to like the producer or something, the manager, somebody's scouting a talent scout, and you're trying to find somebody, and you find Mariah Carey.
That'd be insane. Like, what the fuck is this? You're
Yeah,
hired.
like you're in the studio. She's got the song "Emotions" from, it's like the first song I think that was a hit from Mariah. You got me feeling emotion. It's that one,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and she does that. She does the
Maybe you'll
most
tour
like,
with Rihanna.
yeah. I could. I will. Well, me and Rihanna will hang.
Yeah.
That's in a song that I listen to on the way to boxing a lot. Is it's Krept and Conan. They're like British. I don't know if you'd call them drill rappers or trap rappers. I'm not sure what. I'm not there, but yeah, it's got like you can't be my baby mama unless you Rihanna. So yeah, and they're happy about that.
It's too late. She's already a baby mama.
Too late. So yeah, like
She has
I'm
two
saying,
kids. Crazy.
she has two
She
kids.
had kids so fast.
When
Yeah.
did that happen? See, I
She
don't know
literally
about celebrity gossip.
she had that's not even gossip, it's her life. Like she really had kids.
She got some
But
kids.
yeah, she had like a one kid and then like I think within like 6 months or so she got pregnant again or like within a year
Within a
of
year
having that
after.
kid. Yeah, I think it was shorter than a year, but I'm just gonna say a year because I honestly don't know.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. That's a smart way to
Yeah,
go. If
two
you're
kids with ASAP Rocky.
married to Rihanna, then I guess you do.
She's not married.
Well, whatever it is, relationship. You go ahead
Dating.
and try to have some kids immediately.
Yeah, right.
Wait, but how old is she? I don't know what her age
I
is.
don't
She got
know,
to be in
like
her 30s.
36 or something. I don't
So
know.
that's not that soon. That's like, let's do this now kind of thing, right? Because once you're in your 40s and stuff, it starts to be.
Wow, look at me. She's 36 years old.
She's
Yeah,
36 years old. Wow. So
I
there you
totally
go.
guessed.
So you don't want to be trying to have
ASAP Rocky is
kids.
35 years old. Wow, he's a year
Yeah,
younger than her.
but it's around the same age.
That's
I
cool.
think it stops being relevant after a certain amount of years,
I guess.
Well, to some degree. But I mean, for having kids, no, because if you're 75, you'd be like, let's have some kids. And like,
Right.
it's relevant.
That'd be crazy.
So, okay, no, but literally, what kind of stuff? You said you want to be
Oh yeah, yeah.
a
Sorry.
pop singer and go on tour with Rihanna. It was a terrible answer. Just
What do
terrible.
you mean?
Not to
A girl can dream. A girl can dream. Okay. I don't
between
know.
now and the
Just
next time we
continue,
talk. Could be a few months. Think of,
continue to do well in streaming, gain more followers,
oh yeah.
following, create a fan base, some way somehow.
So it's
Get
hey,
better
it's
at my
Aali,
job.
right?
Hey, it's Ollie.
Hey, it's Aali. Sorry, I'm saying Aali now because there's two A's and it's really like Say it's Aali.
Yeah,
Muhammad Ali.
Ollie.
It's Aali.
Yeah,
Hey,
good.
it's Aali. Sorry, I really
Hey, it's
shouldn't say your
Ollie.
name back. That's a terrible hosting choice to say your name wrong.
It's okay.
I did a bad job. But Ollie, I just want to go Ollie too much. Like I just want to say
I
it
don't know why.
because it's too
It's just
A. I explained this to you last time.
it's just Ollie. It's really Ollie, but you gotta just Ollie.
It's Ollie.
My name is it's Aaliyah,
Yeah, it's
but
Aaliyah.
yeah, but you can't say hey,
Aaliyah's a
it's
dope name. It's like you're not named after the pop singer Aaliyah.
singer. Yes, yeah,
Oh, okay.
yep,
From
yep.
from Romeo Must Die in Jet Li's movie Romeo Must Die. Did you see Romeo
Yeah,
Must Die with Aaliyah?
of course. See,
Okay.
Queen of the Damned. Yeah.
Queen of the Damned, and she was a good singer. Man, what was the
Mm-hmm.
song though? What's like the major hit song?
Dust yourself off and try it again. Rock the boat. Rock.
That one, Dust Yourself Off and Try Again, was a big one.
I'm writing you a 4-page letter.
You are gonna go on tour.
Yeah, right. I am.
You can dust
Totally.
it off and try again. Dun, 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 dun. It had like a high pitched kind of thing. Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. It's been a while. First you don't succeed. That one,
First, you
right?
don't succeed.
Dope.
Dust yourself off and try again. You can dust it off and try it again. Try it again.
That's exactly right. Wow, thank you. I forgot I knew that song. If you, it's like
Oh,
if a
oh,
da
oh,
da 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 da. It's that, right? Da da
yeah,
da
yeah,
da 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 da. Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. I think if I thought about it for a few more minutes, I think I know all the words to that song.
I highly doubt it.
You really don't think so? It's like,
Let's see. Let's give you
oh,
5 minutes.
5 minutes? I'm not going to sit
5
here in
minutes of
silence for
silence.
5 minutes trying to think about the words to dust yourself off and try again. How does the first go? It's like, it could be yes, it could be no. Will you do? Da, da, da. It's this kind of thing, right? Oh, da, 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 da. I'm close. It's close to being there. I've heard this song many times, and if I've heard it, the words are probably there. This is a terrible podcast
It's
now.
been a long time.
I shouldn't have left you without a
Yeah,
dope beat to step to, right?
Step 2. Step 2.
Step two.
Step 2.
That's right.
Pick it, pick it.
Okay, well, you know it. That's for sure. I think
I
we
didn't realize you were
established.
saying freaky, freaky. I was saying picky, wicky, but it's freaky, freaky.
Did they say freaky, freaky?
Freaky,
Okay,
freaky.
I didn't know that part. Oh my goodness.
What would you do to get to me? What would you say to have your way? Would you give up or try
I'll try
again?
again, right? Yeah.
Yeah. But hesitate to let you in.
Now, would you be yourself or play your role and something to tell all the boys or keep it low? If I say no, something, right? I'm close.
Yeah.
Am I close?
Yeah, you are.
Is
Are
that
you reading the lyrics right now? What are you reading? What are
I'm
you
close.
reading, huh?
Oh,
What are you reading?
I have an iPad that has all the questions
That's
and all the different topics, and I'm just
reading
making
the
sure
lyrics.
I have everything. No, I'm
You're
actually
like,
trying to
is it?
remember these. Is it?
Would you get to me? Is that right?
I should just read the lyrics then, right? If I'm gonna get called
And at
out,
first, if you don't succeed,
you can dust it
yourself
off and try again. Oh wait, so I fucked
dust
it
it
up.
off and try it again.
You know
Try
what?
it.
We should definitely cut this part out of the podcast.
Why? People
'Cause
should hear our
It's terrible.
amazing.
It's terrible.
They would be.
I might clip some of this,
amazed.
but I'm not. It shouldn't be in the podcast. It should not be representative. I'm like, this is outtakes of us where we lost traction and lost momentum.
Maybe people will love it. They'll be jamming with us. You know.
I don't think so. You know what? You might be right though. I don't know what people like.
Have you seen the movie?
Say again. It cut out a little bit.
Have you seen the movie The New Guy?
The New Guy? No. Have I seen the trailer even?
It's an old movie, very old movie.
Oh. Okay, then no, I don't think so. What's it about? The New Guy.
It's about a new guy. It's so ridiculous. It has what's his name? Jesus Christ, I never remember their names.
Hey, it's hard
He was
sometimes.
an Undercover Brother. I don't know if you've seen that movie.
Undercover Brother. I feel like I've seen it.
Eddie
Oh,
Griffin. Eddie Griffin?
Eddie
He's like a black guy.
Griffin. Oh, okay. Yeah, he's a stand-up comedian.
Yeah, yeah.
He was
He's
good
black,
too,
right?
actually. He had a stand-up set called Dysfunctional Family with like I think funk was in the middle of dysfunctional.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. I think he like climbs the curtains at some point in it. Like he's pretty wild. I
Wow.
I think like his family were Jehovah Witnesses, which is like a Christian offshoot of a religion. And so like he
Oh.
talked about this uncle that he had who was like a white guy who married his aunt at some point or whatever, and but he was cool, and so he would always like give him birthday gifts and stuff like that. And he was like, I know you Jehovah Witness, but okay, well this is gonna be offensive to people, but he's like, I know you're Jehovah Witness, but fuck Jehovah, here's your bike. So
Oh my gosh.
I was like, this dude's funny. Okay, so Eddie Griffin, undercover brother, and you said the new guy.
Yeah.
What
So
happens in
Eddie
the new
Griffin,
guy?
I was trying to remember who. Okay, anyways, yeah, he's in the new guy. It's pretty much about this kid who's been bullied. There's a point where he something very embarrassing happens in school. He ends up going to like therapy, and they say like you can't leave the school unless you're expelled. So he's like trying to figure out a way to get expelled. He does something to get expelled, goes to like not jail, but what is it, juvenile?
Oh, and it's with this like skinny dude, right? He was in
Yeah, yeah,
Eurotrip, I think, the new guy, and he goes to school like dressed as like Hannibal Lecter kind of
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
I have
exactly.
seen the movie. I have seen the movie.
I
It's an
love that
old
movie.
movie.
There's like that scene. It's like they're in the back seat of the car. Like they saved him from the house party. He fell, or they're doing the. You don't remember
Oh,
that scene?
I really I forgot I saw the film. So
Uh,
it's been a while.
no.
I don't remember any of the
When I did that, I
scenes.
remembered that. Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
That was a thing in movies for a while. This wonder where
Really?
what was the first one? I feel like it might have been in Friday, like originally, like with who's
Oh,
the
I
dude, and
vaguely
then
remember that.
yeah, it might have been in
Ice Cube
Friday.
and
Yeah,
Chris
Ice Cube and
Tucker.
Chris Tucker. I think it was a Chris Tucker thing, and
Ah.
because it's in Rush Hour as well with Jackie Chan.
Oh yeah,
Like they're
yeah.
together
Yes.
doing this like
Oh,
to
maybe
something.
I know this one.
That's Night of the Roxbury, right? With Will
Yeah.
Ferrell, yeah, and Chris
Yeah.
Kattan, I think.
That's his name. I always wondered.
But yeah, there he's listening to Diddy, "I'll Be Missing You," when he thinks Chris Tucker is dead, and Jackie's doing that too. He does
Oh,
he does it in like two pieces almost, like dink 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 dink.
really?
Yeah, like he's not like smooth with it. He's doing like ding 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 ding.
Oh, I
I
didn't
feel like
even
he's
notice.
thinking like 1 2 3 and 1 2 3. Chris must have showed him how to do it.
That's funny.
Yeah,
Cute.
but yeah, that
Jackie
was Diddy.
Chan.
There's a lot of Diddy stuff going on right now, isn't there? We didn't talk about that
Oh yeah,
celebrity
yeah.
gossip, current events. I wonder what
I
that's
don't
all
even want
about.
to know. I just know it's really sad, like whatever was happening with Justin Bieber too. Like I guess Justin Bieber was a kid when
Mm,
Diddy took him to I don't know, took him somewhere for 48 hours or something. And I don't know. There's like videos online showing Justin Bieber breaking down, but I'm like, I don't know if those are like
fake.
cropped together to make it seem like he's breaking down because of this thing, or because I mean he has a lot of stuff going on in his life, you
There's a lot
know.
of weird scenarios. That's for sure.
But
Like
I
this
think
whole thing is really dark.
I think he did speak up about it though, like a little bit. And then there's also like scenes where like people kind of like there's one woman grabbed Justin Bieber's butt and like held him and gave him a kiss and everything on his like face or his neck, and he's like, I feel violated. And he was like still like a teenager
He
at
was a
that point.
kid. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
He was like 13 or something, right?
yeah.
This dude, man, I can't
Sucks.
imagine what that must be like. It's not really cool at all. I don't remember what it was. It was some talk show, and they're doing some like outshoot where they're in a car, and he's got like his hand on the windowsill or something like that, and people
Mm.
notice Justin Bieber's there, so like a lot of like girls just show up, and they're like grabbing his arm, and he's just like talking to the camera and not talking to them at all, not looking at them, whatever, and not
Yeah.
moving or noticing that like they're grabbing his arm and stuff. He's just sort of like, yeah, people grab me a lot, kind of like he didn't even say it
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, we're here, oh we should go, whatever, and then like we go, like of
He's
course
like numb
a
to
group
it.
of 12-year-olds is going to be grabbing me. That totally makes sense.
Yeah.
But like, that's
Sad.
crazy. I'm
The
like, that
industry.
sucks.
I
So,
always think about like how I wish I would have gotten involved in younger. But at the same time, I'm seeing like stuff that's coming to light now, and I'm just like, maybe it's good that I didn't join when I was younger, and that I'm doing it like at a later age.
hmm,
Because like, oh my god, like a lot of people are traumatized. Amanda Bynes, like what happened to Amanda Bynes?
I don't know anything about that. Like,
If you
I
don't know
don't
anything about Amanda Bynes,
generally look into this kind of stuff just because I
sheesh.
find it depressing, and I can do zero. It's out of my circle of influence, if you want to put it that way. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I
you
don't
can't do
have,
anything about it.
and I don't have any kind of commentary to give either. Like, I'd be like,
Yeah,
oh, it sure sucks how she was molested or whatever happened, you know? And
yeah.
it's kind of a light take on it, you know? Like I don't like that a bad thing happened, you know? So what do I say?
It's
But
just like
yeah,
I kind of like grew up with these
sure.
actors
Yeah,
and
yeah.
artists, so it's like crazy. Like
Yeah,
even
yeah.
Drake Bell, whatever he went through, crazy.
Because yeah, they were all like in part of Disney stuff and all that kind of stuff, like so, or Nickelodeon or those kind of things, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's a weird
So
thing too,
like
right?
it was like I don't even remember the guy's name who like did all that stuff to them, but I don't want to know
Okay,
his name. And
it was that
yeah, there's
thing.
like a guy.
I
Yeah,
saw that.
for,
There's
like
like
it's
this
like
big fat
Nickelodeon.
producer dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah, yeah,
But I
yeah.
think there was like a yeah. I think he did the same. I don't know if it was the same guy that did it to Drake Bell, but yeah, Drake Bell like just they had like the whole documentary about it, and I think Drake Bell finally spoke up about it, and there was actually like a court case that happened like when he was younger, but they didn't reveal who it was at the time that like sued the guy, and Drake Bell finally admitted that it was him, and he finally spoke about it.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
Well, I don't know who. Yeah, I don't know much about this, and I also don't watch a lot of this stuff because there's always a documentary, another documentary, and I kind of find that gross, to be honest. Like documentaries about awful things that happened, I
I think
don't
it's good.
think are
Sometimes
good.
it's like you need to. Sometimes people need to. They can't talk to anyone. You know.
Hmm.
Sometimes it's good to like see what's going on, and then also a warning. You know,
I just kind of find it
you're just
gross
like
from the perspective of the streaming platform or whatever. Like, oh, who's got a scandal we can make a movie about? You know, and it's like
yeah.
to
Well,
me
I
that's
mean, the
pretty
movies are
gross.
weird,
Well, that's
but
what
I
a
feel like
documentary is, like
getting
a feature film about their bad thing that
not
happened where
even.
you can there's a lot of
But
platforms to
it's like
talk.
all these people are talking about it. It's like you're getting everybody to talk about this thing. Like even there's like the cults and stuff. Everyone's talking about their experience with the cults. So now you're knowing. Now people are more educated about what's going on with cults. Not everyone's on YouTube.
I guess
People
I'm
are
a
on
bit
streaming services. How else are they going to find this information?
I guess I'm a bit cynical. It's not that, it's that here's what tends to happen. Your documentary still has writers, producers, and directors, and they still plan to tell a particular story about this. And I feel that they are kind of just taking advantage of the fact that this is a point of interest. So if it was legitimately a documentary that's saying, well, we're going to be open minded, we're going to find out what happened here, and we're going to put it out there unbiasedly, that might be not the same, but I don't find most things are produced that way now. So, do you see where I'm
I don't
coming from
know.
with that?
Yeah, yeah, I get that.
But
I
yeah,
think it's a good thing though, in my
yeah,
opinion. But I'm
ultimately,
like, even I don't know what they're doing with the money, but I'm hoping that they're also paying these people who are telling their stories. You know, they're also trying to get money. Like, I feel like it's good. At least they get something out of
you may
their
be right.
horrible experience.
I'm not saying I'm
But
right about it.
like,
Let's put it that way.
no,
It's
no,
sort of my
I
take. That's why I don't watch a lot of
yeah,
this. I'm like, it's gross. Well, if it's like serial killer stuff or whatever, I definitely won't watch it because I'm like, you're making a movie about how
like,
people got slaughtered, so I'm not having it.
yeah, I'm like, I totally understand that. I didn't even watch the Dahmer one or something. That was
Hmm,
like the show with Evan Peters. I couldn't watch it.
fair enough.
So, like
But
I watched like the first episode, and I was like, okay, this is like
but you
dark. And then also I found out like the families they didn't even want the show to be made, and it's just kind of weird that they made a show about like a serial killer like that is real, and
yeah.
the people are still alive. You know, like the families are still alive. They could
Yeah.
see this, like they're reliving everything. They made everything like exactly the same as how it happened. Like you're just making people live it.
Yeah.
Like, that's
So
fucked up.
that's a thing. I could see your point with the other thing, but I'm kind of cynical to it a little bit because it's like, well, now that it's been 20 years, we're gonna do this, but like it doesn't. Maybe it'll help stop things happening again like that. Maybe, but like all these, here's the one guy who's a terrible guy who did all this bad stuff, and all the people who worked with him for 20 years are totally cool. They're the best people ever, and they never noticed anything. And it kind of like, you kind of see that a lot. They're like, okay, let's target it on this particular character, and we're going to do like, I feel like you guys who were making these things, and probably the people who are still making these things, are still like this. And this is just a way to say, oh, it was the one bad apple, you know how it is. And like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I kind of have like, I guess, like I say, I'm being cynical, but you make a good point. Like, I guess if you're a young person thinking of getting into this industry, maybe then you're going to be
now
less...
you'll know. Like this whole cancel culture, it's like it sucks, but it's actually like very educating. Like people are seeing like all the stuff that's been happening that
it can't be all bad.
Know what's going on? Huh?
Like, I don't like a cancel culture stuff either, but it can't be all bad. It's got to be based in some reality, right?
Yeah, but it's like, it's just crazy. Like all these things. Like I didn't know any of this stuff was happening. I didn't know we were being groomed. I didn't like. This wasn't even.
I wonder what is even
you
groomed.
Didn't see it. Grooming is like,
because like I know what the idea is, but like where's the line there? Are you grooming people if you talk to them, or are you grooming people if you're actually grooming people? Like what would be the criteria of that? Like I know so little about this. Like you're now educating me on this, so do a good job.
Oh great. Oh okay, that's nice. Let me just Google grooming before I like fully talk about this, so I can just
it's like you're that I am taking an impressionable person and putting some sort of idea in their head, or I don't know, like what is it?
Yeah, kind of like that.
It's like, how do you trust any adults right now if you're a kid? Because like adults do have to help you grow up. Right? You have to teach you things at some point.
So let's give you
go for it. Give me the definition.
Google definition. People who engage in grooming behavior are in the process of preparing a child or young person for sexual abuse.
Oh, okay. Well, that sounds specific. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. Like I didn't know that was like even going on. That's pretty much with everything that's coming to light now. Like everything.
Pretty crazy.
Like even like, that's why like Amanda Bynes is going through whatever. She was also engaged with that guy. Like she's just lost it completely. It's sad. You're just seeing everyone.
Well, I know her name, but I don't know what she is or what she's in or what happened. But
she was a child actor, and she also acted when she was like older. But a lot of it was related to that guy. Like a lot of his films or a lot of his stuff. So she was kind of involved with that person for a very long time.
Fair.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So she's not mentally well now.
Yeah. This is a tough this is a tough industry, I'd say that, because I feel like it's easy to fall like it's an industry of make believe essentially. So, and artists and weirdness. So you're going to have a lot of people who are strange or are willing to go along with things that maybe you shouldn't have gone along with in the first place. You can make something seem like it's based in art when it's not based in art. Do you know what I mean? Like there's just, and like, where's the line? So this is a weird, it's got to be the most easy industry. Yeah. Most easy industry. Things are changing now. You think so?
So that's good. Yeah. Everything's being brought to light now. Even like before this, there was what is it? Like all the women were coming forward about things. Like people were coming forward. I forgot what they're called.
Yeah.
But like like everything's coming to light now, you know. And then there's more cameras around. There's more things around that can catch people from like doing bad stuff. There's still bad things happening.
A lot of
but it's not as bad anymore. Yeah, but it's like now
ubiquitous
more women have a voice. Now people are more educated about what's happening in the industry. Like parents and stuff, they're more educated. They probably didn't even realize half of the stuff is even happening, but now they're more educated on it, and now they're gonna freaking watch what's happening, like what's going on with their children. So I think it's good. Yeah.
Okay.
That's just.
There's gonna be those gross parents who are like, "Who's looking to do some grooming? I need some money." No. But
oh gosh.
I have a dark sense of humor. But no, fair enough. Okay, I see the picture. That's the
Yeah,
thing, man. I always thought that sort of stuff was gross.
it is
I never
gross.
wanted to make kids programming. So for me, I'm suspicious already. Like maybe you're just a nice person who's like, I want to make a fun show for kids. Totally cool. But when I think of like somebody wants to make a kids show, like I mean, apparently Mr. Rogers was like the nicest dude in the world and totally helped everybody and was super cool the whole time. So it's not
Yeah.
the case. But when I think it's like you're gonna make kids stuff, I don't want to make any kid stuff. So I just feel like this is like it's weird to me. I'm suspicious immediately. I'm a
Yeah.
paranoid kind of person. I'm suspicious of everything. So, you know,
Are you suspicious of me?
of course, you're sus.
Why?
You're a sus person.
How? How am I sus? Sarcasm?
No, I just decided to say that.
I
But I don't know. You
am a sus.
you're
You
out
should be
here.
afraid.
She was working for a money launderer, moved to Dubai, now
Hey
flies
man, I
around the
didn't
world.
know. I
Says
didn't
she's
know
a
until
flight
after.
attendant. How do I know?
What do you mean?
You could have just had a
I
costume.
posted a costume. Right? Maybe I
I mean,
am.
she's everywhere. What is she doing? Why is she in all these
It's
countries?
so funny. The last person I dated thought I was like a spy or something, or like
Really? Why did they think
yeah.
that?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I just
They're just like,
insinuated that. So
you have such a. I know. I don't know why people keep thinking this. I don't know. Like I'm not even like in spy shape. Like really, I feel like spies would be like much skinnier and like they would look. Well, I guess I don't know. But then some spies would they would be like they blend into society. I don't know. I don't know how spies are supposed to be.
a spy is not supposed to look that different. Actually, I was listening to this dude who was in the CIA, and it depends on the kind of spy you're going to be too, right? There's
Yeah,
there's
exactly.
spies that do a little bit more of the like operator type stuff where you're actually doing whatever possible dangerous situations, but mostly it's conversations, right? Being
Yeah.
able to go somewhere, look kind of normal, talk to people, get
Not
to know
stand out.
who's doing what, and get somebody to tell secrets about their country that they shouldn't tell. And then you go back to
Mhm.
your country and say, here's what I found out. And that's what like being a spy really is.
Yeah.
So is that could
I'm
be
not a
you.
spy. No, man. What? I don't feel like doing that. I stream. I am a streamer and
That's
I
true.
exercise.
Yeah.
That is
I
it.
should have asked you more about exercise too, because like you got into it and I appreciate that. I like people who train a lot. So yeah. But I guess there's
Yeah, I
nothing
feel
more
like
to
I
say.
can't like not train. I can't.
Oh, for sure.
Like I just feel like I will lose my mind if I don't train.
I'm
Or
with
I'll
you.
just like, yeah, I just can't not train.
But I don't
It
think
feels so weird.
you answered the question. I was saying like
What
what
question?
you just said I hope to have more people, more followers on stream and do more streaming and get better at my job.
Yeah,
That was your answer
basic
of
stuff.
what are you hoping to have?
Normal.
For
Yeah.
sure, for sure.
Build good relationships.
Oh, that's a good one.
Eat some nice food. I want some delicious food.
I want to build some good relationships too. Right now, I'm actually going to work on that as well a little bit more.
Yeah, you should.
help people.
You really need help.
See, sus.
I'm just kidding.
Every time you say
But-
something that is putting me on blast, it's sus. But no, I actually am. I'm gonna go. I'm getting out of the house. I'm meeting some people. There's some.
Oh, you're
some
getting out of
stuff.
the house?
I'm getting out of the house.
What's
I'm
that
meeting
like?
some people. I don't do that much. I do a lot of screen-based stuff, so it's tough to, it's tough to do
Yeah.
that. It's tough to get out. So it's like I do boxing, go shopping, and come back here a lot of times. So no,
No,
I'm getting
stop
out.
it.
There's
That's my
meetups.
life. You need to stop. Go outside.
Fair. So yeah, meeting more people. I definitely want to talk to more people. There are some topics I want to get into. There's some stuff that has to do with it springtime, gardening, landscaping, design. For landscape design, I'm interested in that. So I'm going to be looking at that in the next little while. So it should be interesting.
That's cool.
Okay. Look, we talked for a really long time. I didn't try to cut this off early this time because it's like I didn't think it would work. We would I tried to cut it
There's
off
no
last
such
time.
thing as
sixth time.
cutting it off early.
That's
I
it.
know, right?
Well,
We missed
we're
like
in it.
half of the conversation.
That's it. Well,
Not
yeah,
even half. It was like a third of the conversation.
there was an hour. Yeah, we lost an hour.
Yeah,
I was like,
it's
okay,
okay.
no
It
problem.
was just random stuff anyway. So
Yeah, not
What are
necessary.
you going to title this? Like, what is this
I
about?
I
Movies and
I
current
did
events.
flight attendant Aali Robby on the last one. That's what I call it, part 1 and part 2. Just so that people knew you were a flight attendant and that you were Aali Robby.
Yeah.
Or if it's when it's Aali, it's Ali. It could be Ollie, but it's Ali.
It's Ollie Robbie.
It's
I mean,
Ali.
yeah, it's Aaliyah, but you can also say Alia. It's fine. But
Ali.
it's
Well,
Aaliyah.
Aaliyah.
But I
Aaliyah
can't
is
say, hey, it's
easy.
Ali. Yeah, but I can say,
Ali's
hey, it's Aaliyah.
crazy. Ali's crazy if we say that. But it's also,
Ali.
do you want to go in the other direction? Like sometimes you make people have to say your name, pronounce your name in a weird way. Like it's kind of a flex. Do you know what I mean?
Really? Hey, it's
Yeah.
Ali.
It's Ali, but it's okay. You know, like because you've been doing that to me this whole time, flexing. Like it's not Ali, but whatever.
I feel like closest thing is Ollie, you know?
It's Ali.
Just Ollie.
Like Muhammad
Yeah,
Ali
I mean,
is probably
it
the best
is
way.
Ali. It is
It is
Ali.
Ali.
But, like, that sounds weird. Hi, hey, it's Ali.
Ali, and like you mean like ULI? That'd be like Yuli.
Yeah. It's like UHLI.
UHLI.
Like,
Lee.
Lee. What?
Lee.
Lee.
Lee. There's a lot of ways to say it. It's a great name regardless. Beautiful name. Ali is one of the best names. It's really good. It's really good.
Thanks. So is what is your real name? I forgot. You're like missing one letter, right? Well, what is the letter? You're just missing one letter, right? Yes. The E.
There you go. Oh wow. I didn't realize you were actually thinking about it. I thought you were just making a joke. I thought you were being like, I don't remember your name at all.
I was like, it can't be Rixie.
I thought it was like
Ricky.
Who is this? You could call me. Some people call me Ricky, but it's rare.
Really?
Yeah, that's rare. But
then I was like, it can't be Rico. I was like, it can't be a letter at the end.
I actually have said that on stream though, where it's like, it's Rick Rags, Ricky Ragged if you're nasty. You know, like as a
Ricky Ragged.
Ricky Ragged. But you know how it is. These are just nicknames. Look, you got a great name. I hope that the water goes down. I know you're not having too much trouble with it, but for everybody else who's struggling too, I hope the water drains in Dubai. What did you think I was talking about?
I don't know.
I always feel like you don't know what I'm saying until you know what I'm saying. It's like a common theme.
I was like, the water that I'm drinking, you hope it goes down? I was like, what? I never heard that before. No. Hope the water goes down.
I hope the water goes down. Yeah. And that's what we say here on the Ragged World podcast. We hope the water goes down. Bye.
Yeah.
It's not my sign.
That's what I got from that. I was like, huh? Do you have a sign off phrase?
No, but on the Twitch stream sometimes. Because I come in and I say to all who come to this ragged place, welcome. And since you're here, why don't we start the stream? And so a lot of times I started saying, I say it at the beginning, I say it at the end. To all who come to this ragged place, you're welcome. And since you're here, why don't we start the raid? And then I raid somebody. I hit the button while I'm like screaming raid. And then we go. I got to get back on Twitch though, and I'm not really sure what to do. Maybe you could give me some suggestions. What were you about to say?
I'm wondering. I have not seen you on Twitch in a while. For some reason, I automatically say bye, Felicia. I don't know why. Like I'm like bye.
That's from
bye,
Friday
Felicia.
as well.
I know. I don't know why. It's just automatically
bye.
Happens in every of my streams. I don't think I did it in this stream, or maybe I did.
You did?
My last stream? No, I don't think so.
What did you do last time? Were you drawing?
No, I think today tomorrow I'm gonna draw.
Okay.
But today I played Just Dance.
Nice.
I played Just Dance before doing this podcast.
What? You were on stream?
Yeah.
I missed it. I was prepping the stream.
Oh really?
Oh yeah, I got to do stuff. Well, I got a stream deck here. No, I was prepping the podcast. Sorry. I got a stream deck here. I got a iPad here. I got all this. You can't see it, but it's all here. I got this stuff.
Oh my god!
You know?
Wow, that's amazing.
There you go. Imagination.
Wow.
It's just like in An Actor Prepares.
Yeah,
except
yeah.
for
Use the
not
imagination.
like that because theirs sounded good and this was this was this was passable. This was passable. Look, um, this is really fun. I hope you had a good time.
I
And
didn't.
damn it, I think you made that joke last time as well. So
I did.
yeah,
I automatically do. That's
this
my thing. I just say mean things
your
now.
go-to is mean thing that is the opposite of what you should say.
Yeah, yeah. I mean the opposite of what I'm saying.
How fun.
I don't want to be here ever again. Please never ask me to come back. I couldn't even say that with a straight face. It was
It's
fun.
fun. Yeah, that was a good
I
time.
enjoyed it. Yeah, yeah. A lot of
No,
talked
look,
about a lot of different things.
we did. We hit a lot of topics. We said a lot of this stuff. Wow, I think we did everything. I think we did everything. Oh, except
No,
for
we did
the
not. We did not do cartwheels.
drink recipes from Starbucks thing. There was one current event about that. Did you hear about this?
That's random. No.
No. Well, okay, this will be our very last current event then.
And then we do cartwheels.
Then we do cartwheels. There was an employee who was fired and they had like pictures of all of the recipes to make each Starbucks drink and they leaked all the recipes for making
No.
the specific Starbucks drinks. So if you want to
I don't drink Starbucks, but that's pretty clutch. That's
I
very nice of them.
don't either. You think that's cool? Do you feel like it would hurt their future employment opportunities somewhere down the line? Because I think people know who it is, you know?
Oh, really? I mean,
So yeah, you're like 15,
maybe.
you leak all these things, and they're like, yeah, cool, not working for me.
You think everyone will know who they are?
Maybe
I
not.
feel like maybe if they go work for a really old person who's not on social media
A really old person.
or someone who's not involved with Starbucks,
Fair enough.
it should be fine.
Okay, well, fair enough. But yeah, no. So if people want to make some of the drinks, those recipes are out there. I don't
That's
know.
cool. That's cool.
I
That's
never
good.
have Starbucks, so it's not a big deal for me. But
Starbucks is so sweet. And you just feel like you're hopped up on crack, man. You're just like, I'm awake. But you're like really like awake. Your heart's just like at least mine, because I don't
oh
drink
yeah,
coffee too much. My heart's just pounding through my chest. Like I'm gonna have like a panic attack, man.
I get it.
There was
Well,
actually one time when in college I had a paper to write, so I pulled it all nighter, and then I drank, the 5 hour energies. I don't know how much you're supposed to drink of it. I don't know if you're supposed to drink half of it, but I drank like a full bottle. I think I might have had like the second bottle or something. Did not sleep the entire night. Didn't really drink too much water. I was like shaking. I was literally shaking. And I had to give a presentation actually. It was a presentation. I literally got into the classroom. I went straight to the professor and I was like, I don't think I could do the presentation today. Like I was literally shaking on the brink of tears. We're like, oh my god, yes, please, please don't. Like just we'll do it like tomorrow or the next day. I was literally like breaking down, and my whole paper was like written. I did like great. It was like perfect, but like, dude, I would look like I was like just done. I was done. It was. I've never did that ever again.
I
Because
think
I
it's a
never
bad
knew how
idea.
much you're supposed to take. Yeah.
I don't have any of that stuff, so I don't know. But I think I've heard it's like you're supposed to have like a third of the bottle or something, or a half of it at
Yeah, I did not.
best.
I
You had two
overdosed.
bottles.
I had way too much. I was shaking.
Well, that's
It was
fun.
crazy.
It's a good time.
Fun for who? Heck no. I
S-
mean, I'll never forget it.
fair, fair. Okay, so what's the last thing you would like to say before we turn this whole thing off? Just call it a day.
I would like to say, eat your greens and drink your water.
Cool.
I don't know.
No, it's good. I guess that's okay. How can I make that seem good?
That's amazing. That's really good advice, No, no, no. Okay, 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 okay.
Take two. Let's go. Aali Regular Podcast 2, scene 7. Mark.
I would like to tell the people of the world to follow your dreams. And today might seem like a bad day. If it is, it is a bad day, but tomorrow is a new day.
Tomorrow is another day.
Yes, yes.
I think that's in
Wait, wait, wait.
Oh no, okay.
No, no, you
You
continue,
have
continue,
something
continue.
else?
Let me find something real quick. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
Anne of
Hold
Green
on.
Gables has a thing like that says, "Remember that tomorrow is a completely brand new day with no mistakes in it." So you get a clean slate. This day might not be working out, but tomorrow's a new day with no mistakes in it. So you're kind of saying that, except for you didn't have the no mistakes in it part, which is kind of what makes it, but that's okay. Are you looking for a quote
This
that
is
you
really
can
funny. Hold
say
on.
out loud? Well, here's the
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
If at first you don't succeed,
yeah.
you dust yourself off and try again. You can dust it off and try again.
Okay,
Try
all right.
again.
You ready?
Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready. Hit me with. Okay, wait.
Okay.
Aali, no, Aali Robby podcast. Take, what was this? 17?
You're still saying Aali.
Shit. Well, crap. Okay, so Aali Robby. This is the clacker.
Clack.
Mark.
When you have a bad day, give up. Go home and sleep. Fuck it. Try again tomorrow. But every bad day can become a good day. Some days are fucked and cannot be unfucked. When you have a day that is fucked beyond repair, that is the universe speaking to you, sending you a message to listen to the universe. Save your energy. Tomorrow is another day.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, you know what? We're going with that one.
Yeah. There
Even if it's not good, we're going with that one.
What do you mean? Okay, we'll have another one. When you have a bad day, I'm just kidding. This one's good. It's a good one,
Let me see.
Fuck it, try again tomorrow.
Something? What do I have? That might actually work? 1 second here.
What's wrong with my quote?
No, your quote was just fine. I said it was good. Even if it's not.
But you're fine.
I was definitely... See, when we were talking about lying earlier, where you have to lie and it's better to lie? That's what it is. Okay. Let's see what we got here. This is pretty bland, but at the same time, who said it makes it less bland. It says, "There is nothing impossible to him who will try." And it was Alexander the Great. So, to some degree, that's pretty real. "A leader is a dealer in hope," said Napoleon Bonaparte.
Why are you trying to one up my quote?
You only live
What's wrong with my
once.
quote?
Wait, you only live once, but if you do it right, once is enough.
It's impossible to do things right the first time.
Clearly.
All right, I have
if
another
your
one.
quotes are any indication, we need many here. Okay, take 17. Mark. Let's go.
If you feel like you had a bad day at work, just remember it could always be worse.
Wow. That's like insult to injury,
it
really.
It could be worse.
You having a bad day?
It's just like,
hey, it could be worse.
You're like, it could be worse. You're like, yeah, you're right. It wasn't too bad.
It is actually a good way to think about things, I think, sometimes.
Yeah.
You're like, is this really that bad?
It could be worse.
Reframe it a bit. You're like, is this really that bad? Am I in a war right now, getting a bomb blowing up next to me? Maybe not.
It's like when you're in the car with someone who drives crazy, and then you make it back, and you're just like, why? You're like, what the heck? You drove so crazy, but did you die?
No accident.
But did you die?
Everything good happened. You were good. You just got there fast.
Exactly.
So it worked out. Okay, cool. You know what? I think we'll go with that, Aali. Oh my God. I can't do it. Aali. We did. What?
I think that was in Just Dance. It was one of the Aali.
Oh.
Yeah.
Kind of like a Prince Ali.
Yeah,
situation.
Prince Ali.
God.
Yeah. It's like a Prince Ali.
Okay.
You're
fair.
like, what?
How does this relate to anything? This is not a joke we set up. This is not like a previous, inside gag that we have with one another. So it's just what is even happening?
Prince
Imagine
Ali.
I did that. I see Ellie. What?
I would laugh and then just Just laugh. Yeah.
Cool story.
Yeah.
I'd
Super
laugh.
cool.
Now you take it. I know. Okay. No, you're
Take the
great.
stage.
You're really great. It's fun to have conversations with
Thanks.
you. It's great to have you on. Thank you for taking
You
your
too.
time talking to me.
Of course.
And yeah, I don't know. Did we learn anything from these
No, we didn't.
current events? I feel like we did a bad job.
We learned that there's 95 moons around Jupiter.
100%. Did not know that.
Europa is one of them, and it's one of the 4 largest moons. We also learned that I did not sneeze.
Just
we also
you had
learned
that kind of vibe. So just like
I had
say
like
something.
it was like an internal burp thing.
Yeah, no,
like,
I saw that, and I was like,
oh,
I wanted to like. You seemed like you were struggling with it, so I was just like, I got to give her something.
Like, get back in there.
There is no room for. There's no words or phrase for this, so I was like, "Bless you" is going to be what it is. But you didn't accept it, so now we got into it. Burp you? That sounds like some kind of fetish situation.
Did I tell you about the guy who wanted me to like treat him like a baby?
See, now like, okay, you didn't, but then like
this guy wanted me to go to his house, and he was supposed to be dressed up like a baby, and I was supposed to like hold him like a baby, nurse him like a baby.
What though? What? I feel like there's a whole part of your life that we don't know, and that we get glimpses into.
Dude.
Why would that be the case?
People are crazy.
I've heard of that. Though.
People just tell me these things. Yeah, it's like a thing, like a grown man baby. I don't know, man.
Asking you for so much fetish stuff.
I don't know.
Are you
God, there's more stuff.
Are you in like some sort of fetish community or something that?
Yeah, I actually am. I'm the leader of the fetish community.
You're the leader of the fetish community. The leader.
Yeah,
I'm the leader.
We actually have a meeting in about like 20 minutes. So if we could wrap this up.
We're gonna wrap it up. No, it's that's hilarious. Imagine like, so you're in the fetish community, like, yeah. Well, look, I don't want to brag or anything, but I'm the leader.
Yeah,
like,
I created the group.
I'm the leader.
There's about like
the
2,000 of us in Dubai. Like, around the world, there's at least like 200,000.
There's just so many fetish things people are asking you to do. Why do they feel comfortable asking you, I wonder?
I don't know. People are very comfortable with me. I don't know why. They tell me a lot of things. So maybe because I think I'm very chill and honest, and like I don't judge.
Oh, me neither. Yeah. Like if that's a thing you want to do, cool. But at the same time, I kind of wonder why you want to do that. Right? Like that's why I'm a podcast host. I want to know why.
They're into it.
Sorry, I didn't hear you on that one. What did you say?
Just so you want me to bring the guy up to interview him?
Not really, though. But maybe. Actually, like if I'm gonna be open-minded, though, like honestly, though, if I was gonna be open-minded, I can't just like have an opinion completely uninformed. On the outside of it, it's like, why are you a grown dude trying to have somebody treat you like a baby, and it's like kind of sexual? It's weird to me. But I understand that people have different tastes, and everybody's got like a darker side that we call darker, but like has an inner world, I guess. And maybe I shouldn't judge so much right off the top just because my initial reaction is that. So actually, maybe, yeah, if you're like, oh, this is why, what's the justification this person has for this? But I do think it's weird. So, okay. So when you got to their house and they were in a diaper and everything, what did you do?
Why did you think I went to I did not go.
Okay. I just assume you did. You're like chill and everything.
I did
not
like, go.
You did it.
I thought about it and I was like, yeah, that'd be weird.
You thought about it though? Did you honestly think about it?
I considered it. Yeah, because I was like, this is really weird. Should I do it? And I was like, nah, it's too weird.
Nah, it's too much.
But I considered it.
Okay.
I was like, interesting experience, or keep our sanity. Let's keep our sanity.
The sanity thing, though. How far do you go before you're not really sane anymore, I wonder? Like, what's the line? Because
you're asking the wrong person. I still have my sanity. So
yeah, well, this is what I'm wondering, because like if there was really a line, because even just the idea of acting, you are kind of asking for an insane thing, right? Okay, all this stuff didn't
know.
happen. Be very convincing like it happened. And
I
like
know.
build a world around it. It's weird. So, where's the line? Where's the line where you're like, you no longer in touch with the basics of reality?
Reality.
Yeah.
I know there's like some people who can't like get fully out of character for a while. I can't remember like who it was, but there's like someone who stayed in character for a very long time,
Mm-hmm.
and it like kind of messed with their mental health, and they said that they didn't want to do any parts like that ever again. Or I think even what is it, the guy who passed away for like the Joker or something like
Heath
that?
Ledger, maybe?
He was, yeah, Heath Ledger. I think he was also like he got too far into character or something like that. And
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
I
Too
don't know.
far
It
into
was like
character.
depression. Yeah, like he was like depressed or something. I don't remember how he passed away though. But
Pills, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah.
Yeah, he had a bunch of
So
pills.
yeah, he was like getting. I think it was what they say was like depression. So I don't know if he overdosed on purpose or what.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about that, but I do think, yeah, I do think you gotta be careful with the method acting stuff to some degree,
Yeah.
because it is like it's called playing for a reason. Like you can take it very seriously, you can do everything you can, but at some point or another, if you and artistic fields do sometimes attract people who already have some of these issues, so you could be exacerbating some of your own mental issues. So you might need to be pretty strong in yourself and have a like character detox method, I would think. Like
Yeah.
I actually don't know much
Definitely.
about that. Do you know anything about like character detoxing? I I don't know anything about. I don't. You
Um,
hear about how to get into character, but getting out of.
I don't know.
I
I
have to
just
get
know it
some
takes a
actors on
while. It
here.
depends. Yeah, yeah, you should.
Cool. All right. So again, thank you. Everyone should follow you. Hey, it's Aali on Twitch. Hey, it's. Did I fuck it up again? Hey, it's Aali. Hey, it's. Hey, it's Aali. Aali works so much better.
I don't like who. Alia. My name is Alia.
No, your name is Aaliyah, but Aali. Muhammad
Oh, yeah, that's
Ali.
why you just do
Ali.
Ollie.
Ali. Ali.
Ollie.
Ali. Hey, it's Ali.
Yeah, yeah. There. See, it's easier with Ollie.
Hey, it's Ali.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. It
Yeah.
just says clunky to me somehow.
It's just Ollie, Muhammad Ali. Hey,
I
it's
know.
Ollie.
Ali. Hey, it's Ali.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Because Ali is like, it's just too hard to say.
It's AALI, by the way. So, hey, it's AALI on Twitch. Also, Ali Robby on Instagram. I don't know if you're on TikTok that much, but I tag you on TikTok when I put these things up on TikTok.
Oh,
So
really? I really don't. I have the notifications turned off, but
yeah, me too.
I'll get back on there.
But I do put it there. I put them all there as well, so they can find you there if they want. But it's really Twitch is where you tend to be.
Mhm.
And yeah,
I'm on every social media. But
yeah, you're on
yeah.
them all. You're on them all.